Hello everyone, good afternoon. So now we will do chapter number 2. So in this chapter, first I will explain about factors and multiples. What are the factors and multiples? What are the factors? A factor of a given number is a number that divides a given number exactly. Suppose there is 12. Okay. So if we'll divide by 2, we'll get 6. So that this 2 is the factor of 12. Okay. So we can write 2 is a factor of 12. Similarly, 12 is divided by 4 equals to 3. So we can divide 12 by 4, right? So here 4 is factor of whose? 12. So the number which divides the given number, exactly that particular number is called the factor of the given number. Given number was 12, so 2 divided by 12, so 2 here is a factor. Okay. And what are the multiple? Multiple means if we will multiply with the given number, then whatever will come, that is multiple. Suppose 12 is here. If we will multiply with 3, we will get 36. So 36 is multiple of 12. Okay. If we will multiply any number with the given number, whatever will come, that particular number will be multiple of the given number. I think it's clear. So now look, there is written that perfect number. What are the perfect number? Perfect number. Suppose there is a number, suppose 6. 6 is a number. So factors of 6 are 6 can divisible by 1, 6 can divisible by 2, 6 can divisible by 3, and 6 can divisible by 6. Except this, there are no factors. Am I right? So factors of 6 are, these are the factors. Now if we can write sum of factors equals to 2 into given number. If the number holds the form, then that particular number is called perfect number. For these 6, we can try it. Factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. Now we will sum. Sum means addition. So we will add them. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6. What will you get? 3, 6, 12. And 2 into the given number, will be also 12. So both are same. So we can say 6 is a perfect number. So we can say 6 is a perfect number. Now we'll learn about even and odd numbers. What are the even and what are the odd? So we'll learn about even number and odd number. Even number and odd number. the number which are divisible by 2 is called even. Which are divisible by 2 is called even. Suppose there is 4. 4 is divisible by 2. There is 8. 8 is also divisible by 2. There is 12. 12 is also divisible by 2. So these all are called even number. And the number which are not divisible by 2 is called odd. Okay, it's called odd. For this, suppose there is 3. 3 cannot go with 2, so 3 is odd. Suppose 11. 11 cannot divisible by 2, so 11 is also odd. Now there is a point that if last digit is either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then the number will be even. If the last digit is either 0 or 2 or 4 or 8 or 6 or 8, then the number will be called as even. Suppose there is a number 213274792. The last digit is 2. So the whole number is even. Okay? And if the last digit is 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, then if the last digit is in suppose 1, 3, 5, 7 and or 9, then the number will be called as odd. Suppose there is a number 231, last digit is 1, so this number is called as odd. Okay? Prime number. The number has only 2 factors. The number has only 2 factors. Suppose there is a number 3. 3 has only 2 factors. One is 1 and another is 3. So this number 3 will be called as prime. Okay? If a number has only 2 factors, then the number will be prime. And what is the composite? What will be the composite? Composite will be if the number has more than 2 factors, not 2 factors, it's more than 2 factors, then it will be composite. Okay, how is it possible? Suppose take 4. So if we will divide 4, then how many factors we will get? First one is 1, second one is 2, third one is 4. Now we are getting 3 factors. So that means 4 is called as composite number. Okay? You can try for 12. 12 has factors. Factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 6. 4. 4 can be divisible by 12, na? So 4, then 6 to the 12, so 6, then and that is 12. So we are getting 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 factors. There are total 6 factors. So in that case 12 will be composite number. 12 will be composite number. You have to remember one thing also. One is neither even nor composite. One is neither even nor composite. Now we'll discuss about coprime. We'll discuss about coprime. What are the coprime? If HCF of two number, if HCF of two number equals to 1, then they are coprime. They are coprime. Or you can say that if two number has only one has no common factor other than 1, then they are called coprime. Okay, if two number has no common factor other than 1, then they are called coprime. Now I'll give you example 1. Suppose there is 2 and 3. The factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Factors of 3 are 1 and 3. So we got one common, that is 1, and except this 1 there is no other common factor. So these 2 and 3 both called as coprime. Okay, both called as coprime. What are the twin prime? Twin prime means if there is two primes, and difference between them is 2, then they are called twin primes. Suppose there is 3 is a prime number, 5 is also prime number. Now we will subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. So 3 and 5 are twin prime to each other. They are twin prime to each other. Now if I write prime triplet, if I write prime triplet, so how will I write? Except this 2, there will be 3. There will be 3. So suppose there is 3, 5 and 7. The difference of 5 and 7, 2. Difference of 5 and 3, 2. So in that case 3, 5, 7 are also prime triplet. Okay. Now test of divisibility. How to test? test of divisibility. So how will test? Suppose there is a number 231. If I write 231 is 231 divisible by 2. First you have to divide, then you have to see. Right now? So don't look this one. We have short method to identify which number will be divisible by which number. Okay? So first rules for divisible by 2. When a number is divisible by 2, if last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. If the last digit is either 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Suppose there is 232. Since last digit is 2, so we can say it is divisible by 2. Suppose 248. Last digit is 4, so we can say it is divisible by 2. Suppose 231. Last digit is 1, so it is not divisible by 2. It is not divisible by 2. Now for divisible by 3. For divisible by 3. In that case, if sum of all digits is divisible by 3, which means whatever the number is given, first suppose 243, first you have to add all the digits. Okay, you have to add all the digits. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9. Whatever will come, let's see, is it divisible by 3? Now 9 is divisible by 3 because 3 is a 9. So 9 is divisible by 3. Now we can say it 243 is divisible by 3. If we will take another number 729, first we will add this number. Okay, 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, and 18 is divisible by 3, 3 6 are 18. So we can say that this number is divisible by 3. This number is divisible by 3. Also, suppose there is another example, suppose 231. We'll add them. First, we'll add them. 2 plus 3 is how much? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 is also divisible by 3. So we can say 231 is divisible by 3. Okay? So 1081. Suppose this number. So we'll add them. 1 0 plus 0 plus 8 plus 1. So what we get? We'll get 10. But 10 is not divisible by 3. 10 is not divisible by 3. So that we can say it is not divisible by 3. It is not divisible by 3. I think it's clear. Divisible by 4. A number is divisible by 4 if a number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last two digit. Its last two digits. Okay, it's formed by its last two digits. Suppose there is a number 29964. From your book I took that one. 29964. Here the last two digit is 64. Number formed by last two digit is 64. So look, 64 is divisible by 4. First we have to check 4. 4 twos are 4 ones are 4. There will be 2. 4 will come down. 4 eights are 30. 4 six are 24. So we got that 4 is divisible by 64 is divisible by 4. So we can say that this number is divisible by 4. Similarly, if I will see another number, that is 231. The number formed by last two digits is 31. Now we will divide. Okay, 4 divided by 31. 4 ones are 4. 4 twos are 8. 4 threes are 12. 4 fours are 16. 4 fives are 20. 4 six are 24. 4 sevens are 28. 4 eights are 32. So we cannot take 8. So we will take 7. So 4 sevens are 28. So there will be subtraction. There will be 3. But it will not go. So it will be the remainder. So 4 is not divisible. 31 is not divisible by 4. So in that case, this number is not divisible by 4. This is not divisible by 4. Now by 5, if last digit either 0 or 5. If last digit is either 0 or 5, suppose 25, it is divisible by 5 because last digit is 5. Suppose there is number 7 1 2 3 4 9 2 0. Last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 5. Whatever the number is, if you have to see the last digit only. Okay. Suppose there is a number, same number 231. Last digit is 1. So it is not divisible by 5. Why not? Because if last digit is 0 and 5, 0 or 5, then it will be divisible by 5. Otherwise, no way. Okay. Now, divisible by 6. A number is divisible by 6 if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. If a number is divisible by 6 if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. So in that case, how can I solve this one? First, there is a question. Suppose I took that one 7 5 3 2 1 6. First we will check, is it divisible by 2? Now last digit is 6. I told you that if the last digit is 6, then it is divisible by 2. So it is divisible by 2. अभी check करना क्या है? Is it divisible by 3? Now first add all the digits. 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6. What will get? 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17 plus 1 18 plus 6 24. Now 24 is divisible by 3 because if we divide by 24, 24 is divisible by 3. We have to check it. 3 now. 3 eggs are 24. So 3 is divisible by 24 is divisible by 3. So the whole number is divisible by 6 because if now it is divisible by 3, so it is also divisible by 3. Now since this number is divisible by 2 as well as 3, so this number will be divisible by 6. Okay? Now divisibility by 7. How will do divisibility by 7? Now suppose there is a number 5663. Okay, how will you solve? Whatever the last number is given, you have to subtract. You have to subtract the remaining number. So last digit will, except that last digit, the number formed by remaining digits is 566. It will be subtracted. It will be subtracted by twice of last digit. Twice of last digit. Now we have to check what will come. What will come? We have to check this one. It is 560. If there is either 0 or divisible by 7, then the whole number will be divisible by 7. First you have to do, you have to multiply with multiply the last digit with 2 and it will be subtracted from the remaining number formed by the remaining digit, and whatever will come, if it is either 0 or divisible by 7, then the whole number will be divisible by 7. We have to check this one. Is it divisible by 7 or not? 560. Now divide by 7. Now 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 21, 7 fours are 28, 7 5s are 35, 7 6 are 42, 7 7s are 49, 7 8s are 56. 8. So 56. 0 will come, 0 will go there, it will be 0, so it will cross. So 560 is divisible by 7. 560 is divisible by 7. So क्या लिख सकते हैं? 5663 is divisible by 7. So we can write 5663 is divisible by 7. Now divisibility by 8. How will you see that one? If the number formed by last 3 digits is divisible by 8. So in that case, we saw in for 4 that we did in 4 that we have to check in like this 224. We have to see this this number formed by last 2 digits, is it whether is it divisible by 4 or not. In that case, we'll check the number formed by last 3 digits. Suppose for example I took 9253512. In this number, see the last 3 digits is the number formed by last 3 digit is 512. We have to check that 512 is divisible by 8 or not. So in that case, divide by 8. So it will be 48, 32. Is it divisible? It is divisible. So 512 is divisible by 8. So the whole number will be divisible by 8. Is it clear? Now for number 9. Number 9 is for divisible by 9. 9 is same as 3. First we have to do sum of all digit. Sum of all digit. If it is divisible by 9, then the whole number will be divisible by 9. Suppose there is a question, there is a number, suppose 8640. Now we'll add 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 0 equals to 8 plus 6 plus 4. That means 18, and 18 is divisible by 9. So that we can say 8640 is divisible by 9. 8640 is divisible by 9. Now we'll check for 10. In that case, if last digit is 0, then the number will be divisible by 10. If the last digit is 0, then the number will be divisible by 10. Suppose 210. Last digit is 0, so it is divisible by 10. Suppose there is 729. Last digit is 9, so it is not divisible by 10. Now we have to do for divisibility test of 11. In that case, I took a number. Suppose 859. In this number, what do you have to do? First, you have to check the even places. These places are called odd place. These places are called even place. Okay. This is the first place, third place, fifth place. These are called odd place, and second place, fourth place, and second, fourth, and sixth place are called even place. Okay. So whatever the number is in odd place, whatever the digits in odd place, just add them. So 4 plus 8 plus 9. Whatever we'll get, what will we get? 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus 9 is 21. And the even place. Add them. 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. If the subtraction of them is 0, then the number will be divisible by 11. If there is 0, the number will be divisible by 11. And if there is or 0 or multiple of 11, then the number will be divisible by 11. Suppose I took another number. Suppose I took another number. Suppose 8, 1, 9, 2, 6, 5, 7. In that case, odd places are this one, this one, this one, and this one. So add them. Add the odd places, and add the even places. So odd places will be 8 plus 9 plus 6 plus 7. Whatever will come, 8 plus 9 will be 17. 17 plus 6 is 23. 23 plus 7 is 30. And even places, it will be 5 plus 2 plus 1. That means 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 1 is 8. So 30 minus 8 is 22. Now 22 is a multiple of 11 because 11 into 2 is 22. So 22 is a multiple of 11. It is multiple of 11. So that we can say 8, 1, 9, 2, 6, 5, 7 is divisible by 11. On the next video, I'll teach you how to do prime factorization, HCF and LCM. Goodbye for now.